4Block Lil, man. Y'all know what's going on. My cousin. Look.
Say what I mean. Regular boy. Come on, homie, get your. Say what. My phone. Switch it up. We coming. We finna take his. He getting took to see another kid. He getting took, and we in this.
Lil Mari, the young Chicago rapper, is making waves in the music scene, but not just for his talent. From his growing involvement in gang activities.
I say when I started carjacking, folks. So like 14, early 2023.
How old you is now?
I'm 16, folks.
To his connection to Lil Jeff's feared Bloodhound crew.
Hey, Noonboy trying to get you on this song. He trying to get him on the song.
I know, folks. He said he wanted us to do that.
Lil Mari seems to be turning into another dangerous rapper. Lil Mari's rise in the Chicago rap scene was supposed to be about music, but lately his name is coming up in all the wrong conversations. Once seen as just another young rapper trying to make it out, he now seems deeply entangled in the same street life that has claimed so many before him.
You gonna get tired of seeing them for us. You ain't gonna lie for right. You gonna get tired of seeing us.
Recently, he's been spotted affiliating with 4Block TDG, a known gang, and his connection to Lil Jeff's Bloodhounds is raising even more concerns. For those unfamiliar, Lil Jeff was a feared figure in the Chicago drill scene, not just for his music, but for his violent street reputation. His crew, the Bloodhounds, isn't just about rapping. They've been linked to deadly gang conflicts, making it clear that this isn't just some casual affiliation. If Lil Mari is aligning himself with these names, what does that say about his future? It seems like he got inspired by Lil Jeff, the same Lil Jeff that was a known hitter on Chicago's streets and drill scene. Lil Jeff wasn't just dropping bars, he was living every word of it. And trust me, not in a way you'd wish on anyone.
Yeah, this got some kick. Them did what they did and had to pay the
Now, if you don't know, Lil Jeff wasn't just a rapper. He was out in the streets, living every word he spit, and trust me, not in a way you'd want to glorify. Allegedly behind at least 7 bodies, this dude wasn't just rapping about life. He was knee-deep in it, flexing his work and plotting more. The feds basically had him checked off as a walking case file. And to make it even wilder, he used to call himself the Jeffrey Dahmer of drill.
Bloodhound, that's the gang. You know that he trying to claim, but he a lame. We don't know that.
It's like he saw Lil Jeff's path and thought, bet, let's run it back. But if we've learned anything from Chicago's drill scene, it's that this road, it only ends one way. He was the most popular in the drill scene at his time, making wild claims about having 10, 11 bodies to his name. And the way he talked about it, like it's light work. Dude compared his life to Call of Duty, bragging about 10Ks and even flexing like he was the Bill Russell of the streets, basically saying his body count matched Russell's championship rings. What's crazy is that, unlike many other drill rappers who were in the streets from when they were kids, Lil Jeff says he didn't even start living that life until he turned 18, right after finishing high school. But in just a few years, he's allegedly racked up a wild body count, with all this going down in such a short amount of time.
Oh no, I ain't got my shit together for the class yet, for real.
You ain't make the syllabus yet?
Nah, people been saying when it start though. I'm trying to see.
My people been texting.
Yeah, for real.
Jeff became known for his wild antics too, proving he was a total loose cannon. One of his most infamous moments was during a DJU interview where he snorted crushed up pills. Then, there was the time he apparently shot his gun at someone during an Instagram live. And let's not forget how he openly bragged about robbing people for their designer watches.
I said $10. It cost him his hustle career. Everything he worked hard for. It cost long.
Lil Jeff's style always had people talking. It was divisive, sure, but no one could deny the guy was growing as an artist. His high-pitched voice gave his tracks this eerie, Joker-like vibe that stood out in the drill scene. Sadly, we'll never know how far he could have taken it. Still, there's a lot about Lil Jeff's life that doesn't add up. Sure, he loved to brag about his wild street life, but he was a relatively new face in the drill scene, someone who seemed to pop up out of nowhere just a few years back. That's why his claims of racking up double-digit bodies have so many people side-eyeing him. A lot of fans think he was just talking big for clout, and his numbers don't really add up. But whether it was all cap or not, there's no denying that his story left a mark.
I don't know. I ain't got my together for the class for real.
You ain't make the syllabus yet?
Nah, people been texting me saying when it start though. I'm trying to see.
It's about people been texting.
Yeah, for real.
The irony in all this is that Lil Mari probably thinks he's building some kind of street cred, but all he's really doing is painting a target on his back. These lives aren't a flex. They're a flashing red light for trouble. And it's not just rumors. Lil Mari has already been caught in situations that prove he's walking a dangerous line. He was recently seen holding firearms, and when police arrived, he and his crew reportedly scrambled to hide the weapons. There are now deleted videos making rounds of Lil Marie on IG Live with Baba, and they were out there showing off big guns. We're talking Dracos, everything, just casually flexing, walking through the alleys like they run the block. But here's the wild part, as soon as the police came through, boom, guns vanished like magic. It's like they got the drop before the cops even pulled up. 1 second, there were 6, 7 guns out, next second, gone. Then, as soon as the coast was clear, they pulled them right back out like nothing happened. They really live what they rap about. But at this rate, is Lil Mari playing with fire? We've seen how this ends before. The streets don't play fair. To make matters worse, Lil Mari was also recently seen getting beaten by Lil Nooney, another gang member. The streets are not for everybody. And if Lil Mari ain't learned that lesson yet, this might just be his wake-up call. A new video's floating around, and it's straight up brutal. Lil Mari got caught lacking in Chicago, and the way they did him, straight disrespectful.
Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. We need that. Don't move. What?
So here's what went down. Lil Marie was sitting in a car with a switch on him. But here's the thing. Where was his crew? Where was the driver? Bro was alone and completely vulnerable. Next thing you know, a group ran up from behind on his door side and caught him slipping.
No, hold it. Y'all got it on right? Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, who? Nobody. Hold. Stay down. Y'all got it.
They disarmed him. Yeah, they snatched the gun right off him and then beat him with it. Like they literally took his own weapon and started smacking him upside the head. His face busted open, and they didn't stop there. They made him get out of the car, stripped him down, and kept stomping him out.
Take this tech off. 4Block Lil boy, you. Take this tech off, little boy. Take on my head, cuz.
Then came the ultimate humiliation. They forced him to disown his own block. And the craziest part, Lil Mari didn't even really know his block like that in the first place. So why is anyone mad? The reality is, he had no choice. Real ones know you say what you gotta say to survive, but some youngins don't get that. So they broke him down completely, made him strip, made him lay on the ground, and just violated him in every way possible.
We go back, what's his name, 4Block? Alright, we go back, you know. TDG, alright, TDG.
Lil Mari's situation had been looking worse by the second. The way he got caught, it almost seemed like a setup. Reports said they had been hitting him with multiple guns, one after another. And the biggest question remained, where was the driver? The fact that he was sitting in the car alone when they ran up on him didn't add up. It was almost as if someone close to him had lined him up. Maybe a cousin, maybe someone from his own circle who knew he was lacking. But the real question was, what would Lil Mari do next? Most young rappers in his position felt like they had no choice but to get revenge, to prove that they weren't weak, to show they could still stand tall after being humiliated. But that same pride had led so many before him straight to an early grave. The ones who refused to let things go, who thought they could outgun or outrun their enemies, rarely made it out. Lil Jeff had been one of the most feared names in the streets, and yet he didn't make it out alive. His name still carried weight, but what did that really mean when he was gone? The reality was, that lifestyle never ended well. The streets had no retirement plan, just a bullet or a cell. This isn't just about one rapper, it's about the constant cycle of young artists getting pulled into the streets instead of escaping them. Is Lil Marie on his way to becoming just another name in a long list of drill rappers who fell victim to the same world they rapped about? Or is there still time for him to change course before it's too late? Either way, the industry is watching closely, because if history has taught us anything, it's that stories like this rarely have a happy ending.